Hello everyone, Hummus28 here, and today we're back with more OceanBlock 2. So I still have that ye old, where'd I put it? In here, in here, there it is, Gate Pearl. So we're gonna do that in a bit, but I thought we could take a little detour and finish off this leg here for pneumatic craft, because it was pretty easy to do. What we gotta do is get some TNT, some coal, and some iron. And it's very simple. You just place your TNT here, you throw this, and you light it. Could have sworn I did that right. Ah, it's cast iron ingots, not regular iron. Alright, give me a second. So let's grab some more iron. And let's turn this bad boy into cast iron. So we have 18, cooking up some more. This should convert the rest of it. Oh, let me throw in some more. Half a stack should be good to start, but it's gonna be done in like 5 seconds. We can wait. We can wait a second. As you can see, we have a superheated soul fire here. Okay, now let's try that again. You put our TNT, throw our cast iron, light it and stand back. And we get 40 compressed iron ingots. And now it just wants us to make some armor. So let's come over here and build ourselves a chest plate. Now it's not as strong as diamond, but it is cheaper. Am I a fool? Ah, you need leather armor. Huh. That's a little bit silly. I think it's silly because why, if it's weaker than diamond and you're in a mod pack such as this, why make it require leather? Alright, and that's the first chapter completed, getting started. So let's go ahead, we're not going to need that. Might need this compressed iron later to continue with pneumatic craft. But we could store that for now. Now let's see, this was 5 zombies, 5 spiders, 5 zombies, and 2 spiders, and then a necrotic farmer, zombie, and a spider. With increasing health, armor, armor pierce, and life steal. So the easiest way to do that would just be grab a bow and pick them off from afar. Let's see, luckily we do have a lot of these. Let's grab a bow. You might notice I made a little upgrade to the mob grinder. Now there's a mob masher turned on. And a stand to push them over. Grab our bows, arrows. Makes it a lot easier to use. Okay, deposit all that stuff. Not sure where the fish stuff comes out. Now let's go ahead and summon this gateway to the Emerald Grove. I also expanded out the island over here, put some more dirt. Okay, starting at 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well, these are just zombies. As long as we kite, it should be fine. And we're during the day, so they're gonna burn, which makes it even easier. Huh, it says we're missing one. Are you under here? Hey, buddy. How are you sinking? Alright, that could have been bad. Drop some hay. Here come the spiders. Oh, Bane of Arthropods, that's funny. I was like, dang, they died really easily. One enemy left, this spider right over here. Took more damage from the fire. And this should be the last wave. Not a fan of the little ones. They're so hard to hit. Can't get too far away from the spawner though. Otherwise they will reset. That guy's sinking. Why are you sinking, buddy? Okay, where's the last one? Where'd you go? Says he's over here. Also sinking. Why are you guys sinking in the water? Get out of there. No. All right, well let's try that again, and let's build. We're gonna have to expand this out a little bit more, and put a barrier so they don't jump in the water again, because that was a waste of time. Got a lot of farm stuff though, but we have an infinite farm. We don't need it. Let's see what I can burn some of this. I'm sure. I can burn the bamboo. We don't have cactus, so that's fine. But I need a place to store the rest of this. I think I have a chest somewhere. I know I have a chest somewhere. I put it in here. Am I going insane? Oh no, it's right here. Okay, let's dump all of that. And we're gonna need something with smite. Kills the spiders pretty easily. The zombies just take a little bit longer. Let's see, where is all of our dirt? We should have some more somewhere. There we go. Let's patch up that hole. And then I'll show you guys what else I've been working on. So you might have noticed while I was strafing the enemy, this little setup over here. This is our replication setup, fully done. As you can see, we have these matter tanks, we have a replicator, a identification chamber, disintegrator, and ship storage. So you can see it's memorized gold ingot, diamond, blaze gold, ender pearl, and nether quartz. And it's pretty nifty. I thought this would be like pretty difficult to make, but all you need is the, I think I have some, are these replica ingots, which you get from black quartz, along with 2 other ingredients. But the machines are quite cheap, and the energy is cheap too. So I just built a simple fuel generator, and you just come in here, and you can see you have different amounts of matter on the right side, and that will correspond to what you can craft. So you can see I had it craft some nether quartz, and if you want it to make, say, a diamond, you can see there's not enough precious matter in here to make the diamond. You can click on that, and it'll show you everything that takes precious. But if you come over here into our JI, type diamond, you can see it takes 36 precious to make a diamond. We only have 22. So we can't craft a diamond. But something like a blaze gold ingot takes 18 precious and 18 metallic. So we can craft that. So the way it works is essentially you just come over here, disintegrate stuff, collect the matter, and then turn it into something else. But it's pretty fairly balanced because since you need equivalent amounts of matter to make something else, you can't really just, what's the word? You can't really just convert all this cobblestone into diamonds. It takes an intermediary step. But now that we're done there, next thing we're working on, I spent a lot of time looking for magma blocks. I was very unlucky in finding them. You can see I only found 4. But now that we have the disintegrator, I can just come over here, put this in here, and it gets to work. It takes 9 seconds, or 10 seconds to identify it for, I believe, 10%. You can see here, at 1. Yeah, for 20%, it has to do that 5 times. But the reason we're doing that is because I'm going to need a lot more of these magma droplets. And since I can't find them, it'll be easier just to make them. So as you can see, it takes 4 nether essence, 12 of that purple one, 8 overworld, and then 4 of that. What's the purple one? Living matter. So you could just throw in nether rack for the nether one, dirt for earth, organic, anything from the farm, and then living matter comes, what does we get living matter from? You could throw in sugar, that works just fine. Okay, it's all done. So you come over here, throw it back in, and now we can make magma blocks. So let's generate 2 more, just like that, replicate. And this one gets to work, replicating. As you can see, it takes 10 seconds, but then you just need to throw stuff in. It's very easy. Let's go ahead and throw some sugar in there so we can get some more matter. And I find this will be extremely convenient just because now I don't really have to waste time finding multiples of things. As long as I can find one, I can just replicate multiple versions if I need it until I can create a more sustainable version. So you can see now the living matter is going up, or the earth is going up. Let's see, because what does sugar provide? Yeah, 2 and 3, which will slowly increase that. And then whenever you craft something, it puts it into this inventory here. And the reason we need that was we needed this magma droplet so we could work on a coal coke. So this coke brick requires 4 clay balls, 4 bricks, and a magma droplet. So let's get started on there. There should be an easier way to get clay, but we should have enough stored along with bricks. Let's see, we'll need the hammer. More clay in here, a bit more in there. Otherwise, getting more is not that difficult, just need some more dirt. Let's see here, because with the nether bricks, should be cheap enough. Nether brick. Yeah, you could just smelt nether rack, which is right here. Throw it in. And you can see I got our netherrack set up right here. Lava flows into blue ice and some soul soil to create basalt. Goes into this drawer, it gets crushed into netherrack. Very simple. And then we have our furnace here. I power it off of bamboo, so it's very eco-friendly. Well, it looks like it's going to run out, so let's grab some more bamboo. And as you can see, it grows very fast. We have one of those growth accelerators under the ground. Okay, so let's craft some coal coke. Coal coke. Coke brick. Let's see, how much are we gonna need? It wants us to get 27 because it wants us to make a coke oven. So we'll just have to wait here, get some more of these nether bricks. And then does it give me the immersive? Yes, it gives me the manual. But I believe that means the projector should be in here, right? Projector. No, it doesn't look like it. There's no projector. A little bit annoying. Probably means I'm not going to spend too much time building immersive engineering items. But I don't think we'll need to anyway. Man, this is going to take a while. And it's burning through. Well, should be fine. Could just put it in the replicator and make more, but we don't need to. So while that's cooking, we also need... Let's see, what else can we do here? There's attached to my soul, which needs a soul flower, which needs a wither rose, which I don't have, nor have I found one. There's the blaze gold equipment. Might as well finish that off. Just takes a couple blaze ingots. This one is useful because it has the extinguish upgrade, which is very handy for the nether, but I don't see myself spending too much time in there anyway. See, there's our dirt. Let's go ahead and make some more clay. Oh, it completed, just dire things right here. As you can see, it has a lot of armor, but I'm not really sure which one's the best. And I feel like this stuff is a bit weaker than diamond, so I don't really see the point in wasting the time. But it is pretty cheap. Kinda, it's just tedious. Because you have to come over here, put a gold block, let it convert, break it. A lot of effort. $18, so just need a few more. And then once we have this done, I need to reach over here, because then once we're in under pressure, we can start working on A2, which is what I want. Because as you can see, it's very annoying having to sort through all these chests to find what we're looking for. It'll be much more convenient once we have one huge system. Throw that in, throw that in. Is that enough? 27, we need 6 more. Looks like we're gonna need more fuel. Luckily, we have infinite coal. Don't really need to waste the time converting it, because I could just throw it in regardless. Okay, and then we need 2 more. And then that should give us enough to make the coke oven. Need the clay. Alright, now we're good to go. And then it completed some random copper wire one. Not sure where that's at. But now let's create the coke oven. Which if we look at our book, where should we put this? Probably over here. Seems like a good enough spot. Let's grab some cobblestone. I think we have a wand in here. Yep, right there. Gotta be careful, I don't want to expand it like that. And let's use it till it breaks. Now let's build our coke oven. And it's a simple 9 by 9. I mean 3 by 3 by 3. So we'll just go 1, 2, 3. And then smack it with a hammer. Now we can produce coal coke. Now this will build up with creosote oil, which means we'll have to put that into a tank at some point. But now that that's going, let's see, this feeds into here. So we need to build some ferrocore ingots to make a motor. And ferrocore just comes from iron, I believe. Very simple process. You just take some iron like this. And we can put them on our block, like so. And it starts converting it into ferrocore. So that's the ferrocore. We need a nickel ingot. Nickel. Where do we get nickel? A nickel cluster. So we should have nickel. Yes, here we go, nickel. And we have some ferrocore as well. Magnetic coils will require invar and electrum. Now these are alloys of iron and nickel along with gold and silver. So we're going to need iron and nickel. Going to need gold and silver to make this electrum. And looks like that's it. I didn't make any of the other one. So let's see here. We need, what is this called? A motor. We need electrum, which is 1 to 1. So 1 silver for every gold. We have 36 and 13. So we can throw that in there. Get some more lava. And it's converting to electrum. Perfect. So we take this, throw our ingot caps, and put our clog here, and it'll automatically push it into here. And then for the other side of it, we need our invar. So it's every 2 iron needs 1 nickel. So if we do 16, we need 32. Why are you not flowing? Oh, I took the gold out, that's why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's turn you off. I thought it finished mixing. Ah, that means we're gonna waste a little bit of gold here. Unless, can I swap this out? No. Okay, we're gonna waste some. What a shame. Okay, looks like it's all converting the molten silver. So let's wait until the reaction is done. Okay, there we go. Yep, now we have to waste the equivalent amount of silver. Now we're making electrum. There we go. Now auto cook it. Could also do a block here as well, I think. I think there's enough for that. Just to drain it faster. And we're all done. Okay. A little bit of loss there. That's fine. Throw in our iron and nickel. Doing a lot more, so it's going to take 2 batches. And I need to break that. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, put the nickel back in. 1, 2, 3. Now it's converting to invar. So let's grab our electrum. And we need to convert this into plate and then string. So we actually need to use our plate cast. Let's see. We'll wait until this is finished. And we just need the ingots, so this will be fine. Let's see how long. That's the only problem with making a big forge. Lets you do a lot of processing at one time, but then it takes a long time waiting for it to actually mix. Okay, the nickel and the iron is almost done. Just needs to complete the reaction. Okay, complete. Let's see, this fills up with 810. So we should be able to do 2 of these. Just to drain it out faster. Alright, and then the rest should be ingots. And then as for an electrum, we're going to need... How many wires do we get? So it's 1 plate for 1 wire. We need 4 wires right now. But we're probably going to need more in the future. So let's just convert all 26 into plates. Okay, it's empty. Break this. And we're going to convert those all into plates. And then we're going to need some steel cutters to cut the plates into wire. Iron and sticks. Okay, that's done. Now we can make 2 coils. Oh, we need to grab the invar. Make 2 of these. And craft our motor. Using the foundry, I should be able to make the alloy, which we did. And then magnetic coils are a core component. So let's see, it wants to end up at plastic, but we're gonna work on steel first. Well, it looks like this is locked. Why are you locked? Because we're gonna need power first. Okay, so we do have the silicon components. As you can see, I have it in here. Because I was working on some other stuff. Don't need that. So we need to make a magmatic boiler, which will take these machine cores and some coils. A steam boiler, which will take alloy ingot and fluid pipes. And a steam engine. So this basic machine core takes a primitive core and copper ingots or iron ingots. And that takes a lot of wood. Let's finish that off for now. We're going to need some trees. Where is my... There it is. We're going to need a hoe. So let's get some wood. And I think this should be enough. And then we'll burn the rest of the saplings. Oh, guess we don't need to. We'll just throw them away. Okay, so starting with the boiler, we're gonna need these nickel reinforced plating and a basic machine core. So let's craft this one. I think I have one of these actually. Yes, we do have one primitive. And then surrounded in iron. And then we're going to need another one, I believe. Then we need this, which is stone, steel, and nickel. Huh. Okay, the copper one just takes Invar. So we have copper, Invar, and we're going to need that stone. Thought I had some stone lying around. Smooth stone, there we go. To make 2 of these. Then we need 5 electrum ingots. So it looks like we did not need to convert all of this. Let's grab 5 of these. And it's gold and silver. So let's go ahead and make some more electrum. Let's do a clean half stack. Just so we're not wasting time. Electrum ingots. And that makes our boiler. Okay, turn that off. And it took a little bit of gold. Dang it. Should be fine. Not too much waste. Okay, so we have our boiler. Next we need this one, which just takes the copper, reinforced. We need 5 of these fluid pipes, which is conduit and copper ingots, very cheap. There's our boiler add-on, and now we just need the steam engine, which we just need 5 electrum ingots. Have you finished mixing? Not yet, we're gonna have to wait. I should just make a big batch of these alloys, so I don't have to wait for it. But then, we'll have the steam engine completed. And then let's see. That will get us to the powered foundry, which we'll work on in the next episode. And then I believe I found some of these add-ons it's talking about. Might be in this chest. Or in here. Could have sworn I found 2 add-ons. Probably misplaced them somewhere. It's almost done. Or maybe I just converted them with the disintegrator. I don't recall. I also found these artisan scrolls, but they don't seem to do anything. Like it said you just right click with them, but nothing's happening. Alright. Looks like there's a little bit of silver in there that we need to take out. And now with these 5 electrum ingots, we can finish the trifecta of machines. And it gives us an efficiency add-on, energy pipes, and experience. Create a magmatic boiler and attach the steam boiler add-on Craft a steam engine and create a setup to generate basic steam power. Now you need machine cores to finish them. So let's, don't need all this, definitely don't need that or that. Let's see, so if we're building out some infrastructure, let's see. Might need to expand this out and build it over here. And we can always move it later. So, I'm not sure how big this is. I've never used it before. And we can just build it over here. This is going to be our pasture, but it's whatever. Okay, so we need our steam engine. Steam boiler add-on. Machine not assembled. Let's see here. Add missing core blocks. Does it take any core blocks? Let's see. Machine cores. Does it matter which one I use? What did I unlock over here? Oh, this. Oritech. It's all about building multi-block machines, which require machine cores. There are several different tiers, with each increasing the total number of add-ons that can be attached. For now, you can make either of the 2 tiers to get you started. Oh, okay, so it seems like we're gonna need it just to make these add-ons. So let's see if I can do it just with the wood. Is it primitive? How many did it need? It needed 4. Well, 3. 4 including the main block. Cool. So it's a steam engine, but then how do we attach the boiler? No, that doesn't seem right. Create a magmatic boiler. Oh. It's this one, not that one. So this is the engine itself. This is the boiler. We need a core block. Do I have one? So we build this one and then attach the boiler there. Then I think I can do copper as well, right? Bam. Cool. Okay, now where do I connect it? In the back? Like so? Does that work? Okay, it seems like it's working. It says steam boiler add-on. It looks like I need to put a block here. Is that right? I'm really not sure. I can't tell. Create the boiler, attach the steam boiler add-on, craft the steam engine, and create a setup to generate basic steam power. Start by building the boiler, then attach a steam boiler to the back of it. Pump water into one of the sides of the add-on, and lava into the boiler itself. This will cause the boiler to generate steam, which will then be pumped out of the other side of the steam boiler add-on and into the steam engine. Then once you pump steam into the engine, it will generate excess water that needs to be pumped out. Okay, so these are energy pipes. We need fluid pipes. So this is the steam engine. This is the boiler. So we pump lava into this. Then what are you for? So it does go like this. No, that doesn't seem right. Because it says you have to pump the water in and out. And this is getting confusing. And this episode is getting long. So I'll figure this out. And I'll leave it there. Figuring it out yourself will be a challenge left to the viewer. But in the meantime, thanks for sticking around. I'm your host, Thomas28, and I'll see you next time.